Hello everybody. On our second to last day of our journey today, we're going to get a little wild. I'm going to teach you how to get into your wild thing pose. I'll let my wild thing go. So let's get into it. I'm going to start on all fours to kind of prep ourselves for the posture. So don't worry if you're not familiar with what wild thing is, because I'm going to show you. But make your way onto all fours. Wrists underneath the shoulders, hips above the knees. Maybe just a gentle sway from side to side. Slightly tuck the chin, creating that long line of energy from tailbone out through the crown of the head. And start to flow through your cat-cow, gently dropping the belly to the earth, opening the heart, the throat. Breathe in, breathe out, tuck the tailbone, round through the spine. Let the crown of the head hang heavy down towards the center of the earth. Then with your own breath as cues, start to flow back and forth. You might inhale to open, drop the belly. Exhale to round. And then start to find what feels resonant in your body today. So any movement that feels good, any kinks you need to work out. In the head, the neck, the shoulders, the hips. Just really let yourself move like the animals move on the earth. Removing that veil that tells us that we are separate from nature, separate from the animals. This is unreal. And come to find stillness. Find your foundation, your alignment, that sensation of having all of the bones, all of the joints stacked one on top of the other, really active through the hands, pressing through every knuckle, the space between pointer finger and thumb. Elbow creases can shine towards the front of the room, the front edge of your mat. Belly button pulls in and up. And finding all of that alignment, that foundation, is what's really going to help you as we start to move through some more strengthening exercises, challenging your balance a little bit more. So it's not about trying to look perfect or achieve perfection in a pose. It's all about just setting yourself up for safety, and for you to help grow these postures from the foundation up. So from here, we're going to extend your left leg out long, lifting the toes up off of the earth. Inner thigh spirals in. You should feel the glute turning on, feel your belly button pulling in and up. Then bend into the left knee. An option here to shift your weight to your left palm, pick up the right hand and reach back behind you. Take hold of the outside edge of the left foot. You should feel a nice opening up through the right shoulder. Just flip around so you can see. Make sure you're breathing here and pressing the top of that back foot into the right hand and the right hand into the top of that back foot, creating that resistance. Pressing down through the palm of the left hand, imagining your roots of light extending deep into the earth. Breathe in, breathe out, bring your right hand back to the earth. Keep that left knee bent. And then just see if you can let and open up and over to the right side for a moment. And then bring that left knee back down to the earth. Now shake that off. You might flow through child's pose, catch your breath for a moment. Take your time as we move to the other side. Taking a deep breath in to rise back up to your tabletop. Find your foundation here. Once you have it, extending the left leg out long, picking the toes up off the earth, sending the heel of the right foot towards the back edge of your room. And you'll bend into the right knee, shift your weight into the right hand so you can pick up the left hand, reach back, take a hold of the outside edge of the right foot. Feel that opening through the heart, the strength building through the right arm. Breathing. Then when you're ready, take one more breath in. Release your hold on that back foot. Keep the right knee bent, and then just gently let the sole of the right foot be guided over slightly to the left. And then bring that right knee back down to the earth. Flow back through your child's pose. Knees out to the edges of the mat, big toes to touch. Send the arms out in front of you. Forehead can come down to the earth. Now, inhaling in, rising back up to your all fours. We're gonna flow through our wild thing. So tuck all 10 toes, press into the palms of the hands so you can lift the hips, lift the knees, send the hips up high and back, pedal out your dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up high and back. Bend into the right knee, and just let the right sole of the foot just start to gently fall over to the left edge of your mat. And you might just stay right here and play around with this. If you want to go into your full wild thing, you are going to let that right foot come all the way down to the earth. So you might adjust where the left foot is on the mat, slight bend into the left leg, so you can bring the right foot down. Right hand comes up off of the mat, then left leg extends, right arm reaches up over your right ear, really rooting down through the palm of the left hand. Breathe in, breathe out, to turn back to your downward dog, bringing the right hand back to the opposite side of the left. Come down to your child's pose, bending into the knees for a moment here. And inhale to rise back up, moving on to the other side. And always know you can take a break off of the wrists at any time here as well if you need, as we're building this strength. And if your wild thing doesn't look exactly like my wild thing yet, or maybe it never does, that's also totally fine. Just play around with this. It's just something new to try as we reach the end of this series together. Move back into your downward dog. Inhale, reach the left leg up high and back, three-legged dog. Bend into the left knee, then let that sole of the left foot gently guide over to the right edge of your mat. Stay right here, or bend slightly into the right leg, that standing leg. So you can bring the sole of the left foot down to the earth. So you're flipping your dog here. You're extending the right leg out long, lifting the hips, reaching the left arm up over the left ear. Breathing. And breathe out. Return to your downward dog. And lower the knees down to the mat, out to the edges of your mat. Big toes to touch. Heart melts down. Third eye melts down towards the earth. Stay there for as long as you would like. Or feel free to add this on to another practice on my channel if you'd like to continue with your practice. This is just a little flow to start introducing you to that pose, so you can practice it as much as you want. You can decide that you never want to do that again. That's totally fine too. But I will see you next time for our final video in this New Year's 30-day challenge, a little yoga at a time. And I thank you all so much. Namaste.